Look, what's so frustrating for me, you can't stop the corruption of presidents, corruption and crimes of presidents and vice presidents, people like Murdoch and all these other people, unless they're indicted and brought to a court of law.
Yeah.
And none of them are ever done.
Well, and this is the...
Go ahead.
Well, this is the problem that LBJ was facing when you heard it, that phone conversation with Everett Dirksen. We've got a couple of other clips here where he says to Everett Dirksen, "I'm not going to take this to the American people because it would destroy their confidence in the American political system." And that's why I think, frankly, and LBJ took that secret to his grave, as did Everett Dirksen, as did Richard Nixon. Nixon obviously was covering up his own guilt, although Jerry Ford had pardoned him of all crimes. All crimes. So after Jerry Ford had pardoned Richard Nixon, it would have been possible to look into it. But, and LBJ was still alive, but still, LBJ didn't want to do it, didn't want to go there. And presumably Hubert Humphrey knew about this as well as vice president. So that, and then the October surprise, even the Democrats were like, oh, see, Reagan's our president. We don't want people questioning the legitimacy of our president. And then when George W. Bush was elected, after the New York Times counted, they were part of the consortium of news agencies that counted all the votes, by any measure, hanging chads, dimple chad, pimple chads, pregnant chads, attentive voter, undervotes, overvotes, whatever it may be, by any measure, the New York Times pointed out, George W. Bush lost the election in Florida if you counted every single vote in the state, and Al Gore won, indisputably. If you only counted the three counties that Al Gore had originally asked to be counted, then Al Gore would have still lost. But if you counted every state, every county, every vote in the state, George Bush lost. And when the New York Times buried that in the 17th paragraph in November of 2001, they did so, they said later, the publisher, I think it was Hal Raines, later said that he did that because he didn't want to cast doubts on the legitimacy of President Bush during a time of national emergency after 9/11. So that's the problem. And Alan, I am totally with you. We need to prosecute these guys. We need to prosecute Bush for his war crimes. We need to be going. I mean, it's not too late to at least, if not prosecute, go back and expose what happened in the Reagan administration. And his vice president is still alive, George Herbert Walker Bush. Maybe he should be in court. And certainly what Nixon did needs to be exposed. Rick in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And given all this, is it possible for a Republican to actually get elected legitimately?